It was chilly, especially on the North Shore and areas away from the city, even kind of cool in the metro area. 60 was our morning low at Kenner, even down to 65 at Lakefront. 50 though was the morning low at Slidell. And look at Belle Chase. Again, you get away from the city, Houma, Gonzales, Morgan City, all in the 50s to start our day. And this is the reason why. The dew points were particularly low today. We started out in the 40s and 50s and still low mid 50s and a few mid 40s. That drier air is going to hang around, though not quite as dry going for the rest of the week. And then by this weekend, more of a muggy feel with a return flow before, look at this dew point drop going into Monday, another front, but yet we're not really getting into that cool fall air. We do get these fronts that move through. Certainly it does help with the humidity, but just not that fall chill that we are all waiting for, as temperatures were in the 80s again for the afternoon high. A lot of sunshine. Really, looking at our infrared satellite, there was not a cloud in sight all day today. Beautiful out along the riverfront right now. 85 our current reading with a dew point of 52, so humidity is low, 32% at this hour, and winds light kind of all over the direction, but we are still favoring more of a northerly wind, which is keeping that dry air in place. That will change in the coming days. Had that powerful nor'easter across the East Coast. It's actually almost 2 different lows. That is going to eventually move away, but for us that actually helped to reinforce the northerly wind as well as surface high pressure. That's going to keep us very pleasant for most of the week. Again, anytime along the Gulf Coast, unless you have a very strong north wind, eventually the humidity does start to inch up, and that is going to be the case for the next couple of days. But as we head later into the week, that's when we start to see more of a strong onshore wind. So as winds change to an east and southeasterly direction, as surface high pressure shifts to the east coast, that's when we start to turn more of a humid feel, especially for the weekend. Also by this weekend, we're going to start to see within that moisture moving in a rain chance, about a 20% chance, I think, for our Saturday. The best chance of rain will be early on Sunday with an approaching front. Again, the front moves through, drier air moving in throughout the day Sunday, and a very pleasant start to next week. But the problem is the air masses that are moving through are not coming out of Canada. Look at the deep upper trough out west. The air mass that'll be moving our way from this upper troughing has its origins in the Pacific, not in Canada. So while we do see a slight drop in temperature, drop in humidity, we're not yet tapping into that colder air, which would start to bring in more of a fall feel. However, the pattern with these troughs and fronts do help to keep the Gulf of Mexico quiet, and our tropical outlook is not calling for anything nearby. We have Tropical Storm Lorenzo in the east central Atlantic, but that is not going to threaten land at all. 85 our high today, hit 86 degrees for an afternoon high today, so we'll be just about there tomorrow and really through most of the week. A little more humid Friday and going into the weekend. Chance of rain Sunday morning with another front that'll bring back the less humid air early next week.
All right.